Okay, uh, this is another video I'm making. As always, as you can see, I'm by the door. This is because I do want this to capture any noise campaign that needs to be that's being done. You know, I'm gonna name this video "Preaching." To them, when I say things they don't want to hear, it's called preaching. You know, they have created a reality that is so disturbing, and they are trying to get you to accept this reality. And so when they being seen for what they really are, and I see them for these pedophiles that force people to have this disturbing reaction and perceptions, they want to get into their fantasy they've created. Somehow forget, oh no, don't remember who you were before August 19, 2019. Ignore all the testimonies of this pedophilia type of torture. 2 seconds ago, some trash, I can hear them, this fine ass kid, and then start stimulating me. And you hear somebody in the hallway doing the noise campaign that they do. These people are trash. I was waking up, right, and somebody said, it's such a satisfying thing. It's like, I understand. To somebody who their life is, who knows how much control they have, but in this world they are in, right, they feel like they're gods. They can manipulate somebody however they want. They can make somebody feel anyways, react anyways. They can control the environment of that person. They can create a reality they've created for themselves. In this reality, these people are catching, right? They're catching pedophiles, when in reality, they work for pedophiles. Do you know how idiotic they have to make themselves be to be these gods? Do you understand the magical aspect of, as you're doing these things to me, a BuzzFeed article comes out saying, why is there so many pedophiles in this intelligence community agencies, to the point where they even download so much child porn on their computers? And you know what they respond? Oh, we at war. Oh, matter of fact, not only that, we might even frame you by playing child porn on your computer. So I'm gonna continue to preach, I guess. I'm gonna continue to preach and say things that they don't want to hear. And first of all, when it comes to prayers, I will always thank God that I didn't have to live the way they live. It's humiliating. They live a humiliating life where they find satisfaction on somebody else's torment that they themselves created, a lot of it when it comes to the psychological aspect of it. These people are going to continuously work for a program that does pedophilia type of torture. They work in the agencies that have a bunch of pedophiles. They torture children and women. The reason why this guy that they'll pay for knows is strong about it is because he heard all the horrible testimonies from women and people all around the world saying the same thing, and heard some of the worst disgusting things about how they tortured kids sexually using this weapon, how they use this different facade, try to play like an organization of goodness, asking why is there so many females doing this, and then on top of that, having the satisfaction of knowing that the people who put in this program sponsor a pedophile that they have issue saying his name. But in this reality that this person is, they have deluded themselves that they are winners. These losers cannot even say the name of a pedophile. These losers work day in and day out. They don't even live their own life at this point. They're just living to watch you being tortured, tormented. They see what's being changed in you. They wait for you to be in a state where they can manipulate you. They are waiting day in and day out to make you something you're not. That is their life. And then while they do all this manipulation to turn you into something you're not, they're like, die. Die. They have no shame. They do all these things and they work so hard to do it. and then go into a fantasy where they're gonna block out all the manipulations. They are at war, sitting in their sweatpants, creating disturbing things in your brain, researching when in reality is manipulating, and say die. And they're like, no, they're gonna rape you because they wanna frame you. These people, the level of delusional is so strong. And then they're like, oh no, it's our money. Did I do that? Do what? Do like to torture this woman? Are you a part of the same program? Yes. Do you think it's your money that's making you with this technology? It's fair. Because as you were trying to live your satisfying life and fantasy, I'm here preaching what you call, which is reality check. I'm here making sure that whatever you do to me, you are not going to escape in your fantasy. It's very fair. It's not fair that I'm preaching, which is in that case, when, like I said, preaching is quote unquote saying things they don't want to hear. Oh, they will lie, huh? Oh, well, it's now, we're lying. It's like, you've been using this truth-telling tactic for decades. For decades, you've been doing the pedophilia type of torture. And they're like, but what about you when you were a kid? Pay now. I'm like, what? Is this woman talking about seeing a kid suffocating? Is she lying? A 7-year-old autistic kid suffocating. Oh, no, this technology will not do that. You guys won't do that. I know what you guys do to children. I know how nasty you guys are. For you guys to force somebody to think in this disgusting way, it shows how nasty you guys are. And you do the same thing to others. Should we go back in the last video when I was bringing up all the testimony? This woman saying, smelling baby powder and then get the pedophilia type of torture? No, you guys don't do that. Forcing her to have some dream of highly perverted, pedophilia-centric. Now you guys are different. You guys don't lie. You guys are... Almost all target individuals are forced to see child porn in their mind. Not me, though. I'm a good one. They leave a fantasy that they wanted to create in their mind. That's what's so satisfying, because they have created and they're blocking it out, trying as hard as possible. That's why I make this video. And then they're like, oh, but he did this. And I'm like, listen, I know I'm not perfect. I know the real me. And even the real me is not perfect. This pedophilia shit is what you create and put together in nasty manipulations. But I know me personally, the real me, I know my real imperfections. And they have nothing to do with this pedophilia shit. This is the shit that's nastiest. But then when you try to pretend like, oh, for this woman, for that, the stories of what you guys do to women is horrible. Horrible. The rapes, the tormenting, the pushing to suicide, the making them sick to the point of the radiation, the genital yeast infections, all of that. No, I'm not gonna let you live your fantasy. Yes, it's satisfying to live in your fantasy, but it is what that is, just a fantasy. Here's the reality.